open up all my other shit because I closed everything trying to figure out what was going on. Alright, I got my stuff up. Let's go. Before I lose it all again.
Okay. Are we going then?
Maybe. Hopefully.
Anybody got problems with us starting?
I
We are
rolled
streaming
in
at this point.
14, so I think we're going.
Okay. Who remembers what happened last time?
We're about to enter the sewers.
We chased a hobo.
We left the tavern to go to the sewers. We beat up a homeless person, whipped him, stole his paper, wrote a Hatsune Miku song on the paper, gave it to Raz, and then went back to the sewers.
Ah, yes, the famous part, Hatsune Miku.
The most important bard.
Great at mining, you know.
Do what?
Nothing. Dumb jokes. Oh yeah, I'm currently disguised as a halfling. Remember that much.
Yeah.
Currently,
Yeah.
Anne is disguised as Anne.
Oh shit, that's a really good disguise.
Well, I rolled in that one. I'm just randomly rolling. I don't know what for. But I got in that one, so...
Moon also sent off a horde of children to harass any other bums in the area.
Oh yeah. God, we're gonna start a war between hobos and children.
There would definitely be no consequences for that at all.
Oh, there's never consequences for your actions.
It's like after watch how it's like we save like rats and we exit out of the sewer and like there's a whole fight in the streets. We're like, okay.
Or Dawnbreak, when the party sends a death squad to the homeless people running a casino in the sewers.
Oh.
That was by accident.
Right.
Was.
Uh-huh.
And it was not the whole party, it was one party member.
Gig's like, can I roll for insight?
Also, at the start of last session, I almost said last week, but it wasn't even last week that we were playing. It was 2 weeks ago, I think, right? Maybe? I don't know.
Time isn't real.
Yes.
Yeah, time's a weird soup. Not Damon. Wrong character. Who are you, Fire?
B.
Yeah. B Steve.
BSAT, as we discovered yesterday.
Yeah. BSAT had left the tavern, butt crack of dawn, leaving behind a note with cactus pinprint.
Oh, so that's what the holes were.
How dare you? How dare you? How very dare you?
Oh. Thinking like, why can't I roll my character? I haven't fucking logged in again on Roll20. God damn it. Not Roll20. D&D Beyond. Ugh.
Oh, things.
Every time.
Screams in rat.
Like I said, I'm just
Technology.
randomly rolling just to see how good my rolls are today. I've only rolled 5 times and I've already got 2 nat 1s. So,
It's gonna be a fun day.
so I think I'm just going to put this dice away and swap to a different one.
No, go
It's
ahead and
like-
keep that one. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
I'm like, this is gonna be an
Uh-oh.
interesting session.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
You're about to see a lot of rolls at once. Because I did that like 3 minutes ago.
Whoa.
It's got to play catch up.
Well, that's going.
I feel like Raz is in the toilet just right now, doing all that. Right
You know, a couple acrobatics.
He's doing that
Got a really
at
bad
the
stomach.
entrance to the sewers.
Alright, I think it stopped.
Maybe.
Think.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
There might be an initiative roll in there too.
Throw one more roll at it to see if it does it. Was that new?
Nope, that was still a little bit ago.
Uh-oh.
So,
It's still
The
going.
bag.
I'm not using
Oh,
this
there we go.
today.
Oh.
So
Is
we'll
that it?
figure out whenever that ends. That'll end eventually. Maybe. Who knows? We don't.
I did not roll any sleight of hands.
I'm like, Spider, what are you clicking? Oh
What?
my
This
goodness.
is really freaking out.
It's just going.
gonna be the whole session.
Alright, I think the last thing I did was
That'll be-
initiative, so.
Okay.
Watch
So.
out, rolls one more for just the heck of it.
And Raz, Moon, and B, you find yourselves after having terrorized this homeless man who was watching the sewer entrance.
Interrogated.
Right, sure, whatever you need to tell yourself.
Please hear these.
You interrogated the homeless man. Took his magic scroll message sending Maduger. Have written on it but not sent it, and have approached the sewer entrance that was previously being watched in the alleyway. As you guys finish making your way there, you do notice a B. Steve running past the alley entranceway, turns back, runs back the other way, until finally, Steve, you see the rest of your party at the sewer entrance, which you were sent to go into by
Kind of Raz.
what?
Well, there's a halfling here now, but there's no Raz. He has not seen this form, I don't think.
Oh, he has not. So yeah, you see part of your party members and a strange halfling at the sewer entrance.
Hello, people who I remember. How is everyone doing? Staying.
Greetings, person. I also remember.
Hi.
Hello.
I just want to B. Steve takes out a little bottle of hand sanitizer and a cloth, and just comes up to Anne and just starts rubbing Anne's stomach with the cloth and the hand sanitizer.
What are you
doing?
Am I Anne?
I just saw a spot. I just wanted to make sure that Anne was pristine and perfect and has no smudges on her, because she is a perfect being, metal being.
What did you do last night?
Oh, I got a room and I stayed by myself, and me and Cactus were talking all night about what we should do, and I was worried about leaving you all here by yourselves because you don't seem terribly capable of handling things. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone was okay, and it seems you are. So where are you going right now?
We are going
you
into
did
the
leave
sewers.
us.
Yes. Oh, the sewer. Oh, that's dirty.
We are looking for missing persons.
I see. Well, maybe they're probably not there. No one would go in there. That's disgusting.
Exactly. You first.
But they did.
No, I'm not going in there. I don't. They can't have gone in there. No one's going in there. No one goes in the sewer. That's disgusting.
And B starts marching or heading towards the sewers.
Yeah, there's so many diseases in a sewer. You have no idea. There's creatures. There's matter.
There's hippopotami.
Hippos.
That's they are very, very dangerous, and they will attack you.
That's why we have bait.
Okay. Well, perhaps I should wait outside and make sure you all.
Perhaps you shall
And
not.
picks up Steve.
No.
We're all just manhandling him towards the sewers.
Did I hear that there's others assisting in grabbing Steve towards the...
Oh, I forgot to mention a thing.
I think B is just kind of marching towards the sewers.
Anne
I forgot
is
to
dragging.
mention something,
Oh,
guys.
what?
I made my character look like Beastie last fucking.
But you did then release it to have the kids to
Oh,
convince you
yeah.
to.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if I changed back or not.
We'll say that you did. Because like when you like point that out, I was like, oh yeah, you did do that.
Do not worry. Steve has never looked in a mirror before.
Oh, harsh.
No.
Since Steve is resisting, go ahead and give me opposing athletics checks.
I thought
Yeah,
Anne was
sure.
the one.
And I thought Anne's the one manhandling him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
And so
I
my
misspoke.
It's
athletics
okay.
is -1,
Uh-oh.
but I rolled pretty well.
Nice.
18.
As did I.
Uh-oh.
You're at a stalemate. You're just struggling with each other, and you're trying to get a grip on him, Steve, and Steve just keeps managing to like pull his arms out of your grasp, wriggle away, and you just keep you're in a stalemate.
No, I have a
leans-
very deep attraction and slight feelings for you, Anne, but I don't like what you're doing right now. Please don't touch me.
Anne leans towards his ear and just says, "Do you want to stay out here alone, where they could be watching you?"
Persuasion?
Yeah,
Maybe?
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and
I mean, intimidate.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
yeah.
So
Go
roll
ahead.
for roll intimidation. Okay.
And
That is a
no.
13 for persuasion.
Oh boy.
Steve, you're gonna roll me an insight,
Okay.
and that was a 13 intimidate. Oh,
Oh.
and is not intimidating enough to intimidate you into the sewers.
That's impossible. There's absolutely no way that someone's going to be watching me. I very often when I walk around, I spin around in a 360 every 5 steps occasionally, and I'm always clear about my surroundings. So that is absolutely 100% impossible.
As you're
So
saying this,
moving
do
so
you look
fast.
around in your surroundings?
Right now?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do it now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
360 every 5 step. I'm just like, oh man. I know. He's
There
a
is
little
a
top.
large, a growing crowd of people that are stopping just outside the alleyway and watching this altercation.
Well,
There's a low murmur that's starting to pick up.
Can Fee notice the crowd and I don't know, try to distract him with glitter or something?
Anne turns to the crowd and says, "Do not worry. I am not the individual who broke the sign of the Blue Goose potions the other day."
Give me a deception check.
Yes, I rolled low. I was hoping for that.
Oh no.
But how good my deception? Only a +1, so that's a 7.
Oh.
The murmuring gets louder, and you hear mutterings about broken sign, hooligans, Blue Goose Inn.
Can I? Well,
If you'd like to try to distract them,
okay. Should I roll a performance?
yeah, go ahead and give me a performance. And
Good.
Amma, you were going to say something?
In character, actually. Mr.
Oh, okay.
B. Steve?
Yes, I go by many names occasionally and lately.
If it makes you feel any better,
It
I do
probably
know
won't.
cure wounds.
It's not about the wounds per se. It's about the dirt and grime.
I also have prestidigitation. I can clean you every
So
few
do I.
every yes,
Oh,
every so often if you get dirty. I also have purify food and drink, so I can purify your food
I do
and
not have
whatever
but
you
one.
choose to drink.
well, you need to be casting that just about every other step, and I do have my hand sanitizer, which I'm just gonna dump over my head really quick if we're going to do this because
Oh.
okay
Shouldn't you save that till after we get out of the sewers?
I just want some sort of protective film over me that'll keep me from the sewage. So I'm just gonna if someone could hold this bottle of hand sanitizer over my body, I'd be very grateful.
The best bet for you,
Yes.
actually, would to just let Anne carry it.
I
She
am
can keep you out of all of the muck and grime.
I
Fighter.
I am okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm ready to be
And
carried, Anne.
oh, Steve.
Ah, my savior. I mean, hi. I'm ready.
You do seem very high.
Thank you, I think. I normally don't like heights because there's bacteria at higher elevations. That's what someone told me one time. I don't know if they were kidding or not, but I've chosen to believe it.
I do not
They were
think that
kidding.
is true.
Yes, well,
They were very much kidding.
I'm very susceptible to random facts of knowledge, so it's kind of hard to break that for me now. So it's a little lost cause, but I'm ready to go. Let's go. I'm ready. I can do this. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I always thought the ground was the dirtiest.
Well, yeah, everything's dirty and everything's disgusting, and if the faster we go through, the faster we can get out. So let's go.
Let us proceed.
Oh God.
Into the sewers we go.
Oh God.
While this conversation was happening, Raz successfully managed to duck behind some debris boxes in the alleyway and has hidden himself successfully. Your performance check of throwing glitter about, trying to catch everyone's attention and distract them from Anne and Steve. A couple people turned their attention towards you as you're throwing glitter about at the front of the alleyway, but a lot of people are still watching Anne and Steve and muttering about hooligans. And there is talk of calling the guild.
As we go into the sewers.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go on to the sewers. I know, like, he's like skipping, like side skipping towards like the sewers while waving at the crowd of people.
The sewer grate does lift up towards the front of the alley, so that does give you another spot to duck behind Raz, to quickly, dart behind and then get
Before
down
we
the
go
ladder
down,
without being seen. Yeah.
when we're like just above the grate, I would like to cast fog cloud.
Okay. To obscure the area.
And turns to the
Right,
crowd before
right
disappearing.
around us. Actually, let's create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on the point of the range. Basically.
We have a fog machine, people.
And Anne turns towards the crowd and just goes, "We are returning to the darkness from whence we came."
No.
With that line and the sudden fog cloud, there are a couple of screams that break out, and you can't see them anymore, but you hear desperate scrambling, and not more than one shout of alarm.
Nice job.
We'll be fine. It's okay.
Oh God, I can't go to jail. It's very dirty in jails. Let's go. Run, please.
I've been in
Do not-
jail.
That's incredibly surprising to me.
Do not worry.
Prestidigitation, remember?
There is
Yeah.
no prison which can hold me.
You're so strong, Anne. You're so strong.
Yep. Yeah, because I think Kitten and your character are the strongest out of the group.
Yeah. I'm 13, the +1 to my strength.
There's
Yeah,
more of us, though.
Yeah, I only have a 12 with a plus.
If we all attack together, we can't go wrong. It's like we make up one D&D character.
Just take
My,
the best stat of each.
Yeah, my highest is my charisma, actually.
Oh, same.
My highest is my intelligence.
So we're all charismatic and intelligent.
Yep, same.
My
Mm.
second highest is my constitution.
Oh, my second highest is my wisdom.
Same.
My second highest is my dexterity.
Nice.
My
I'm a
second
rogue.
lowest is my wisdom.
Now we're gonna die.
My lowest is my strength.
So, yeah, my lowest is my strength.
Jesus. We're so gonna die.
I like how we're all comparing stats with each other.
Hey, Raz.
So, where is...
Go ahead and roll me a d6. I have a map of the sewers just to verify where you came up previously. 1. Okay, lovely.
Uh-oh.
Let me mark that down.
So, where are we on the map? I'm guessing the circle.
Well, you guys should be seeing a basic sewer layout.
I see someone
Uh,
moving.
That
I
is
see
see
the
it.
sewer layout.
Saying,
I as well see the sewer layout.
So am
What
I
is-
the circle
thrice
or
see
the
it.
square?
one moment. Let me.
zoom out.
I'm actually gonna. If you guys want that, I have two maps. I have one which is an actual map of the sewers, and I have that map, which is going to be more for combat use.
I like the
and
map that's up.
ambiance.
I think the map that's up is nice, but
And I was just gonna talk you guys through the map. Is that cool? Like the direction.
Yeah.
that's
cool.
easiest. Yeah.
I can shoot you the other map if you want. Roll 20
No.
said nope.
How do we pop our characters in? I don't know.
You pop your characters in Fire by clicking on your name and dragging the name.
I added the sewer
That's a
map
map.
to the Gremlin crew chat if you want to part about with that, but that's up to you.
Alright, next.
Huzzah! Is it? I don't know.
Everyone's doing great.
We're all professionals here.
Yep, we know exactly what's going on. Alrighty. You guys descend the ladder into the sewers.
Do not worry, you are in my arms. That have
Hey,
killed several.
That's very reassuring. You have no idea.
You descend onto a pathway. It's a fairly wide tunnel. Stone. Relatively clean. Not, kept clean, but you're not walking in sludge. There is a passage of water down the middle of the hallway, and you can see another walkway on the far side. There are wall sconces with lights every so often, so it's relatively well lit. They do seem to be powered by magic, so you don't really have to worry about the lights going out suddenly. And yeah, you're in a hallway. How are you guys going to proceed?
And will
Well, this is the area you visited before. You're not entirely sure how this area connects to the not occult layer, though. Yep. As you get closer, you feel you'll be more likely to recognize the tunnels closer to the lair.
Raz, you may lead the way.
Yeah, Raz, I think it's best if you lead, because I've never been in these sewers before.
Yep. It does twist and turn. Doubles back on itself a couple times, but yeah, there's just a length of hallway. Alrighty, and you're just proceeding normally? Alrighty. You follow the hallway around, it twists back on itself, turns to the right, turns to the left. It turns to the right again, and you see an archway into a room.
And attempts to stealth.
Go ahead and give me stealth checks.
All of us?
So with
Is
disadvantage,
everyone doing a
because
stealth?
If you would like to stealth as well, yeah. Hot damn.
I have to
So-
find it. Hold on.
So Shadow turns invisible, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shadow becomes
Shadow.
one with the shadows.
as we expect, Anne has the lowest stealth.
Oh,
Raz gestures for everyone to quiet down as you approach the doorway, and Shadow just disappears from sight. Just you blink and you don't know where she went. But yeah, y'all think you're staying pretty quiet. You peek around into the room. Okay, the door you're looking through is in the northwest corner of the room. You can see two more doorways on the north side, on the north wall. But otherwise, the room is fairly large. Square. Would it be better for me to throw up the other map?
And searches.
Okay, cool.
And searches
Uh,
through the room, checking for traps and other dangerous things.
He is trying not to throw up.
There are some. You can see along the southern wall, which is about 35 feet away. You can see that there are some mounds of clothing. You can see fabric. You can't really see any limbs or heads of creatures.
And rifles through everything in the room.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Is anyone else assisting?
Oh,
There are no obvious creatures or anything living in the room.
23.
Okay.
Nat 18 and a +5 to investigation, so...
Lovely. And as you walk into the room, you stop a few steps in, look down, pick up a handful of silver pieces, and go to take a few more steps, spot a few more to your left, and you're just like zigzagging across the room every time you stop and see a few more coins that are just dropped on the ground. You make your way to the piles of cloth along the southern wall, which once you approach them, you find out that they are goblin corpses that have long since been dead and can barely be called corpses anymore. They're little more than bone and fabric.
Oh.
How much?
Yeah.
I would assume yes.
Please do not put me down.
How much silver did Anne pick up?
You find a total of 7 gold pieces. Nope, that's not total. There we go. There's 7, 8, 9, 19 gold pieces. 19 silver pieces.
Even more than I was expecting.
Holy shit, there's 6 platinum pieces.
Dang.
And 6 platinum too?
Yeah?
I
And,
think
well,
I'm richer than all of the characters ever were in Dawnbreak.
And 10 electrum, which are basically like $2 bills.
Wow, Anne.
2 electrum, did you say?
10.
There we go.
You managed to scour the room pretty darn well with, what was that, a 23? 25?
23.
23, yeah. Yeah, you spotted every vaguely glittering piece of coin in this room.
As I gather all of the coins, I prestidigitation them to clean them before putting them away.
Yeah, there's no doors, it's just the open archways. You can check for traps though if you want. Not that I'm suggesting anything's trapped. Yeah, go for it. Give me an investigation. You find no traps. You do find a crack in the floor in the floor in one of the archways, but that's about it.
I would like to do an investigation.
The
checking for
doors?
traps.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it'll take Anne a few minutes to pick up all the coins. 18, lovely. You also give the archways a good once over, and no, there are no traps that you can see. You
What about traps that we cannot see?
Hold on, man. We're getting there.
As you're investigating the rightmost archway,
Mhm.
you're kind of peeking your head through to get a better peek at a suspicious stone that's jutting out of the archway a little bit. And you don't see anything suspicious in the archway in particular, but you do notice on the wall opposite, in the hallway that it leads to, because it, T-bones a hallway,
Mhm.
that just to the right of the opposite of the doorway, there are words scrawled on the wall.
Excellent. Can I read these words?
What languages do you know?
That is a good question. What languages do I know? Let's see.
Anne knows Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Hey, we know the same things. But I also know I cannot pronounce this. It's Quori.
I know Thieves' Cant, obviously, or Thieves' Chant, whatever the fuck it's called, and Undercommon and Primordial.
You cannot read it, and you and I also don't know how to say that language.
Can a Fee attempt to see if she can read it?
Let me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds right for Kalistar. Yeah. Moon, do you point out the words to the others?
Yep. Look, I don't see any traps, guys, but there's some words over there.
Shall I destroy the words?
No.
So Fee looks where Moon points out and sees if she can decipher the writing.
You can. It is in Draconic, and it says, sculpture and painting have the effect of teaching us manners and abolishing hurry.
Fee relays this to the group. The message.
I'm gonna throw that in Discord. It says sculpture and painting have the effect of teaching us manners and abolishing hurry. This is, let me open the map back up. Along the very north, just slightly left of center. Yeah. It'll be a pain in the butt to just, Not a problem giving you that much.
Does Anne recognize that phrase? Because Anne also knows Draconic. So, was it used in a novel that she's read?
Give me a. I'm trying to think what that would be.
History?
Yeah, let's make that history. Yeah, that's intelligence.
15. Good thing I swapped to this dice. It's rolling a little
Nice.
better than the
other
two that I
ones?
tried before, which were rolling a lot of nat ones. This one's rolling somewhat better.
You do know that, yes, this is a quote from a book, whose title I definitely know and have not forgotten to make up.
The Lusty Argorian.
Oh.
Mate, the lusty Argorian maid.
It is the second book in the Lusty Argorian trilogy.
Excellent.
There's a little bit of that, yeah. But in the book series, that phrase was they tried to expand upon it. But yeah, it was used to just try and sound smarter. It's not a very good book series.
Anne loves it.
It was used in the book series to give a vital clue to the protagonist, Lusty Argorian. And it's like the clue pertained to the statue having a mechanism to open a hidden doorway.
Anne is now going to search for a statue.
Oh dear.
In the room? Or just as you go along?
As we're moving along, Anne will
Alrighty.
take that archway and start looking for a statue.
Seeing as we couldn't find, or I couldn't find any traps, but I did see that words.
Mhm.
Can I just, for the pure hell of it, because I was inspecting it anyways, boop the stone that was sticking out of the wall?
But yeah, I was like, what about that suspicious stone?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, trap time.
Move it away!
You boop the stone? How hard do you boop it?
It's more of a bap. Boops are light.
Okay, so you're giving a good little bap.
If it can move, it should be able to push in. If not, I just hurt my paw.
It does wiggle. It doesn't push in, but you do manage to jostle it sideways, and you do find out that it is loose. You could probably remove it if you want to.
I want to move it. I want to move it out.
Touch the suspicious-looking stone.
I'm gonna dislodge.
It takes you a second, but it's easy enough to do. You give it a couple wiggles, and it is very loose. You have to, take a second to try and twist it the right way because part of it was catching in the back. But yeah, you managed to dislodge the stone, and you now have a chunk of a broken brick.
Cool. Was there anything behind it?
Yeah.
There is a small hole in the archway. You reach in. It's kind of deep. You can't really see into it very well. It's very shadowed.
All my horror game things are screaming, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Hold on. You said hole, right?
Uh-oh.
I thought you said vole for a second.
Oh. Now reach your hand into the bowl.
So I'm just making sure it was actually a hole and not a vole.
Yes, it was a hole.
That's a bit of leap logic to me to try to shove your hand into a bowl.
Yep, I thought something had to be off if you were straight away wanting to put your hand in a vole.
Don't terrify Raz like that.
I was about to make a comment that it could have been one of Raz's friends, so I'm glad that I did not say that before realizing it's actually just a hole.
No, that'd be even worse.
I feel like a vole would want to go into a hole.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, you reach your hand in, and it's very deep. Like, it's kind of ridiculously deep. You actually get about elbow deep before you finally feel something. And it's a few coins that you can pull out. And you get 8 electrum.
Neat.
We're putting the 8 electrum in the hole of the wall, but leaving like 6 platinum on the ground.
It's fine.
No one said goblins are smart.
That these were goblins that are doing this.
Maybe.
It could
There
have
were
been the
goblins in the
voles.
room.
It was the hippos. They're hiding money.
It's a hybrid between a goblin and a hippo. Ooh.
And they're called voles.
The hoblins.
The hobbit.
Hiplins? Hiplins.
And they get raised by the abyssal chickens.
Oh, fuck. We're all zoomed.
Alright, is there anything else y'all want to do in this hallway? You can see that, now that you're in the hallway, you see that both archways connect into the same hallway that then turns off to the right, or east for map makers,
And
before
continues
again turning
forward,
corner.
continuing to keep an eye out for statues.
And
And y'all are just again progressing normally, not stealthing.
I'm a stealth.
I'm
And
in
he's
Anne's arms.
completely
That's just
given up on stealth already.
So we're gonna hang like 20 feet back from Anne.
Alrighty.
Should I roll
And
stealth again?
automatically stealths at disadvantage, so
Yeah, and
Stealth was never
y'all
an
are gonna
option.
let Anne get ahead. Steve, are you still in Anne's arms? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
I mean, now you say
So
that, but
stealth again?
Sayun had disadvantage, and she did a real good on stealth a lot.
it's all about the rolls.
only has a +2 to stealth as well, so
I think that's actually might have been better than Sayun's.
Yeah, if y'all want to go ahead and roll me stealth one more time.
fine.
Lord.
I'll roll for and stealth, but
Sure.
see, I told you stealth was never an option.
Oh no.
How come you only get shitty rolls when you're a player?
Steve, you are in Anne's arms. Anne is making lots of loud clanging sounds as she's walking down this long, winding hallway. But you do tuck your head like into her shoulder to try and hide your face. You know, like a kid playing peekaboo. I can't see it. It's not there. Or it can't see me.
See no evil. Yes, hold me in your big, strong metal arms.
And continues to hold.
See, you're trying to stealth in the back a little bit.
Yeah, she's just
Moon
skipping
and
along
Raz.
with. Oh, she's just skipping
Oh.
along with Anne.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
she tries, realizes she's not doing it, and just goes up.
And she's just skipping along in.
She is leaving the occasional
Not care.
trace of glitter as she's skipping along.
This is not the stealth party.
The infinite amount of glitter that Fee has.
At
It's just
some
never
point,
ending.
Just leaving
Shadow
a
is just
trail.
going to look at Raz and just be like, "We're the stealth of this group, obviously."
As you turn to the person in the bright yellow cloak and hat.
Yes.
Still stealthier than Nan.
Yeah.
See, it's so gaudy you don't think it's a person.
and Fee.
They're too distracted
Who's-
by Anne and Fee. Just
Yep.
Fee just
The most
throwing glitter
obvious
everywhere.
beings in the universe.
Hello, we are stealthing through this hallway.
What? What did you say, Raz? Like I can hear her Fee cupping her hands over her mouth. You must speak up.
I'll just take out a little bit of wire and point at the don't leave the hell, please. It's here in the back of your head. Has the ability to cast message.
And is keeping an eye out for statues.
Alright, you progress down the hallway. particular stretch of hallway does seem very long and winding. It turns south, almost immediately turns west, south, and then east again. It's very winding, turns back on itself many times. You go further south, take you a little further east, and the hallways are pretty bare. You're not really seeing anything. The normal magical wall sconces. Nothing really special. If you want to look more closely, you guys are welcome to give me perception or investigation checks for while you're traveling.
Okay.
Right?
So investigation, because it's better than my perception. And that is, a 20.
Nice.
Excuse me, only Anne or
Oh no, any of you that want to look around while you're going.
okay?
Can I investigate
Sure.
one of the sconces? Try to figure out like a little bit how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
That's the investigation or Arcana?
Uh,
How dare you upstage Anne's
the-
scanning mode?
We're all just like rolling.
go ahead and give me Arcana for that, because you're trying to figure out how this works.
Right.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Okay. And you, Nolam, you said your perception
20
was
on investigation.
okay. Just so I can look at the numbers, so I can figure out what's happening now.
I
Just
got
all the
Yeah, it's a
rolls.
lot of us going at once.
I got a
Okay.
24 perception.
Lovely.
as long as
I'm
they're
going to
in-
tackle the Arcana check on the wall sconces first.
What are you trying to persuade?
Oops, just getting myself to get out of her arms. What was it? Perception, yes.
Yeah.
While this is all going on, Anne is just talking to Steve about the plot of The Lusty Argorian Maid and how this is just like that novel. There was that phrase, there was a statue, it was hiding all of the treasure.
And Steve is going,
Fire. Fire, you keep rolling with advantage.
No, that's just flat double rolling. It's not advantage.
Is it?
Yeah, he still gets the first roll, and I just ignore the second one unless he has advantage or disadvantage.
That's just roll 20 as default.
Yeah. Okay, so Raz, for the Arcana check, you got a 17. Okay, yeah, with the 17, you get up real close to one of the sconces, and you can see it's basically a little metal cage holding a magical stone. If you're familiar with the magical stones that as you've been in the area recently, you've seen a lot of people with what will equate to us to be magical cell phones, which is a variant of the magical stones that have a different spell cast on them to function as, cell phones would for us. These ones have a particular inscription carved upon them that, with your 17, you gather is basically the light cantrip.
Able just to yoink one of these stones out of the cage, or
Yeah. Yeah, you can find one that the cage is broken open as you're going along, yeah.
Alright, I'll just take one.
Okay. Yeah, the sewers aren't particularly well kept up. There's a lot of the things are kind of broken. Not totally in disrepair, but what in the world? But yeah, not everything's in the best of shape, and you do find a lot of broken sconces as you go along. But yeah, you can mark down that you have a light stone in your inventory.
Done and done. All right, everybody else.
Okay, so for your perception check, let me do a thing. Moon, you managed to spot a small mound of, you can't quite tell what it is in the murky water, but you do see something shiny.
I'm gonna go see what the shiny thing is. Carefully.
Steve, if you're 18,
Yes. I'm totally paying attention.
I've had about food.
You also manage to spot one second, I lost my button. You managed to find 12 silver pieces scattered along the edge of the water.
He just picks them up like, and a 1, and a 2, and a
Moon, with your nat 20, you managed to, and you're splashing into the water. Oop, that was the wrong thing. There we go.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're still here.
What was I saying? My brain
With her-
turned off.
with her nat 20.
Okay, and you're just directly splashing into the water to go grab at it?
Well, not splashing, because I was stealthing beforehand, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna carefully go and find out what it is.
Okay. It is dead center, and the water does get surprisingly deep. You can manage, you will be able to, not have to go head under, but to reach it, you're gonna be neck deep and like reaching down, just
Cool.
barely able to grab the thing. So it'll take you a few seconds to not dip your head under. But yeah, you managed to find 14 gold pieces, a dirty handkerchief, and a platinum key.
Nice. I have a key, a dirty handkerchief, and 14 gold pieces?
Yep.
Okay, I am going to first add the gold.
very serious things are happening in the chat over there.
Don't mind. Sorry.
It is visible on stream. I made sure of that.
Oh. Hi, chat. It's like, I Twitch. This tends to happen when I'm hungry.
We're there.
Also, I did have to go get one of my Snickers.
I'm
Steve
jealous.
with a 15. You do spot a handful of coppers strewn about across the floor. Do you get down to pick them up?
This was B. Steve.
Yeah.
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 That was not an answer.
What am I doing?
Are you
You
picking
see
up
some
the
copper.
in the sewage water? Are you picking them up?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Are you
No.
doing
Want
anything about the
someone-
coppers you spotted?
Or do you want someone to pick it up for you?
Someone else take it. I don't want it at all. Not worth it.
And
See?
will stop
Oh.
to pick up the copper.
You do find 26 coppers that you still to pick up.
All this money just lying around.
And Anne did
Money's the
a
dirtiest thing ever.
20 with investigation.
Yes. Dirty 20. Investigation. And you were looking for statues specifically, or just anything in general?
While still scanning the place in general, but specifically looking for statues.
You do see, as you're rounding a curve where it doubles back, the hallway doubles back again, you do notice, a spot where there are, just up ahead, there are numerous pillars that line the corridor, which is strange because you haven't seen that feature in the sewers as of yet. And in the center of the pillars, there's it's a 15-foot wide area where the hallway makes a U-turn. So on the outer side of the U, there's 5 feet of pillars, an empty space, and then another 5 feet of pillars. So they were...
Pillars are close enough to statues to Anne, so investigate the pillars.
And also, can I see if there are any sense of enemies around in the area?
Any sense or scent?
Like any... Is there any evidence of enemies in the area?
Like sensing.
Yes.
With your 15, yeah, I can let you do that. It's pretty dirty. It's not like an even coating of dust, but you do look behind you as Anne's carrying you, and you have seen some footprints here and there that you guys are all leaving. You're coming up. Let me check where you are.
Obviously not going near that giant-ass spider.
Yeah, like on the map.
So that can suck a dick.
I'm guessing we're not actually seeing most of the stuff that's on this map. It's just visual flair.
Yeah. I forgot that map had a spot.
I don't
That
care what
spider
no one
and-
says. I'm
That-
not going anywhere near it.
Try to figure out what that is down here.
I see a big-ass crab, something in the water, and a spider. So fuck y'all.
You don't see any footprint. But you do notice that there's a particular grime, as if something had oozed over the floor
Oh, God.
up ahead.
I'm sorry. B. Steve needs to roll for Constitution. It has to happen. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's your character. Do what you want.
Yep, you need a Constitution save.
As
save?
Anne is checking the pillars, she does hold Steve out somewhat
When she starts retching.
to use
Oh.
as a projectile weapon if needed.
16, I'm gonna say, is high enough for you to not toss your cookies. But you do kind of give a couple dry heaves.
Ooh.
Few false starts.
I hate this place. I hate it. Why can't we go someplace that's clean and fight enemies that are also clean?
We'll make sure we get somewhere nice and clean after we find Raz's friends.
Okay, well, Glitter Girl, please hurry up.
And investigating the pillars, anything weird about them? Do they have anything inside? Are they hollow?
You give you feel up and down the pillars. You give one of them a hug to feel around the back.
While still holding Steve, so
Oh, a one arm hug.
You just kind of throw him over your shoulder at one point after you stop diving.
Gotta burp the baby.
You notice that the backs of the pillars are actually cleaner than the front, as the fronts are also covered in this slimy ooze that Steve had noticed along the floor.
the backs of the pillars are clean.
So I guess there's a slime down here.
Steve,
That is somebody with a real bad
Yes.
cold.
I'm here. Yes.
this side of the pillar is clean.
Yeah, Anne, I don't think you understand. This whole place is dirty. All of it is dirty. By
Including
association.
you.
Can I just to calm Steve
Mhm.
down a little bit? Can I cast prestidigitation?
Yeah, what do you wanna
centered
clean?
on him?
It covers a 5-foot area,
10
yeah?
feet.
Or is it just... Oh,
10
it's 10
foot.
feet?
It's got square footage for the cleaning.
Mhm.
I think your range is 10 foot or something.
Probably.
But I believe
Yeah.
these.
Yeah, range is 10
Prestidigitation, it is a 5-foot by 5-foot cube.
I believe Steve's a small creature, so that should just get him anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
And
it should
it's
also
a cantrip. You can also just repeatedly pop
should
it at
also somewhat clean Anne. Not all of
Yeah.
her, but around Steve gets cleaned as well.
Like somebody just took the erase tool. Like,
Steve, you suddenly
prestidigitation.
noticed that as Moon waves her fingers at you and a magical glow covers you and part of Anne, you feel less grimy and there's a faint lemony scent.
How delightful. I smell like pledge. My favorite scent.
Wow.
no brands.
I
Like a generic
like-
dish
I
soap.
smell like
Generic
pledge.
lemon.
I
prefer
favorite
smelling
thing
of
to do.
lavender.
Pledge my allegiance to the queen.
I have to like animate this and just change one letter. I smell like credge.
Oh my god.
That sounds worse. That sounds so much worse. That sounds like a disease. Sounds like something you catch from a cheap hooker.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
Yeah, I caught the credge
yeah.
from this broad.
I had credge last week. Hurt to be.
Right. Moving on.
Very.
We're going to be stuck in these sewers for a while, it seems.
Oh, I knew we were gonna be stuck here for like 3 sessions.
No, we can just run. We can leave. We can go.
Says
Anne
the one
has
who's devoting
mentioned-
himself to credge.
As Anne has mentioned the slime and Moon has commented about it, everyone go ahead and give me a history check, please.
Wow, I'm doing great today on these rolls. What is my history bonus?
Oh, everyone?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I didn't
it
pay
comes to
attention in
slime-
history.
When it comes
I
to
am the
slime,
smirch.
we're not too good.
I find it hilarious that Steve knows this.
Steve is smart. He just doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, but knowing this thing specifically, as Moon comments, maybe there are slimes. You realize that Fistfire does use gelatinous monsters of various kinds to clean and disinfect their sewers.
Oh God. Oh God. What the DM just said. All of that.
God said.
What's the DM?
Yeah, there's
He
slime.
just
is
looks
the
up at
DM.
the sky or like the ceiling.
The
Anne
slime.
is the
I made the
DM.
slime.
It is short for dominatrix.
I'm going to think about that later after we get out of these sewers. But first, that slime, I know it.
It's
I'm familiar.
the DM slime is a liquid latex slime.
Ugh. Stop this now. We're ending this. We can only be so adult on Twitch, please.
Okay.
Like, I already haven't said to mature, but we can't get that far.
There's nothing wrong with liquid latex.
In the context we're
Many
using,
uses.
yes.
I'm talking about it for, making sculptures. I think about that.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on.
And
All right,
yeah, that
so
bit's going
y'all
over
are
my
at the
head,
pillars.
but it went over my head, so congrats.
Hallways are getting kind of slimy. What are you guys doing? You continuing on?
Yes,
Anne
we are
feels no
going.
Sure.
We are going as fast as we can out of this place. Oh my gosh, we're moving so slowly. Please, we have to leave.
The
Okay,
hallway
Anne
winds.
attempts to speedrun the dungeon.
Oh,
Oh no.
you're my hero. Yes. I'm
The
incredibly
hallway
proud.
starts winding north again.
I just
And-
realized the thing.
Anne starts walking slowly in a circle while building up B presses to build up momentum and then clip through the dungeon walls.
Why does this remind me of Metroid?
I should probably also use prestidigitation on myself, considering I was up to my neck in sewage water.
Good call.
Yeah, it's just, disease.
Yeah, just don't open your mouth.
Suddenly realizing that you breathe, you wiggle your fingers, cover yourself in a soft, bubbly glow, and you now smell lemony. Also,
I don't like a lemon.
That's the
What's with
downside
my
of this
nose?
spell. You always have to smell like lemon.
And Anne is immune to
freshness.
disease.
Citrus things just messes with my nose. This is why I knew nothing about the slime thing. Just oh yeah, I stink.
Lucky Anne is immune to disease, so
Mm-hmm.
that is very nice, especially for exploring the sewers. You guys You follow the winding hallway as it turns north again. And you see another archway into another room. A smaller room. 25 by 35.
Anne investigates the room.
Go ahead and give me investigation.
This is my worst investigation yet.
Oh dear.
7.
There are more doorways. You start counting the doorways. That there's the one you came through on the south wall. There's one on the west wall, one on the north wall, and 2 on the east wall. And that's all you're noticing, is that you're just double checking that those are the only doorways.
Can I try to investigate?
Yeah, go ahead. This is that room.
14.
A what?
14.
13. Okay.
You had cut out, and all we heard was teen.
Teen. Yes.
They've reached the terrible teens. That's all we know.
Yes. See, I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say something that relates to someone I'm related to, but I'm not going to say it.
Staying in the hallway, just looking into the room from there, yeah?
Yes.
You do notice that the room is also covered in a that same slimy, gooey substance. And you do manage to spot a larger mound of goo on the far side of the room, near the north wall.
I am half tempted to poke it, but I think I know what it is, so I'm not.
Anne pulls out a ball bearing. I have an idea.
Are you going to throw that at that goop of slime? And he points to the general direction.
That was not my idea.
Oh.
But I could
Okay.
do so if you wish.
No, why don't let's do your idea first. What was your idea, Anne?
If I enchant this ball bearing with sound, maybe we could flush out Raz's friends.
That's like
Or we
here.
could attract the hippos or whatever enemies there might be in here.
We have bait for that.
Okay, anti-bait's gonna work on that now. Yeah.
What is your friends interested in, Raz?
Oh, that's a lot of things, and that's a lot.
She holds out the ball bearing, and then you start hearing, "We have a lot of things. We have a lot of things."
Also,
no.
not going to let right.
Anne removes the infusion on the ball bearing.
Yeah, we're kind of hiding from people.
Yeah. That thing.
How
You know-
about we claim that we have Raz, and we will find them?
That's not even the worst idea.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll know. Like really scary.
How can I be scary? I carry the hopes and dreams of a generation.
Yeah, that's scary.
So what?
You know
As
what?
you
It's
guys
scary.
are talking and making some noise, anyone with line of sight into the room can see now this this larger mound of goo that he had previously spotted has started moving.
Guys,
Yeah.
Huh?
it's
And-
moving.
Anne
Go.
casually
It's-
walks up to it.
Is it moving
and
towards us?
Very slowly, yes.
Anne
It's
casually
moving.
walks up to it and uses her thunder gauntlets on it.
And
Okay.
no.
Roll me an attack.
Okay, what's the modifier? So that,
Intelligence proficient. You, isn't it?
yep.
I
So-
feel like it's a very
Spider knows
good
all of our
thing
stats.
that I have mending.
That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, yep, that hits. Roll me damage.
So that's a d8 plus 3. So 4 thunder damage. And it now has disadvantage if it tries to attack anyone else but me.
Well, you say that, but
Uh-oh.
as y'all see Anne walk up to it, Steve, you are carried with Anne as she approaches.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh no, Steve.
Oh, Steve. Oh, I thought you said Fee. Hold like.
Towards this mound of moving goo. As you get closer, you can see that it is basically made up of the goo that you've been walking past. It's just a large collection of it. And you rear your fist back, give it a good thunder punch, and the thunder shockwaves from your punch manage to just splatter it, and it just you squashed it. It is splattered everywhere, like a little bomb has detonated.
Yeah. Define everywhere, please.
That is not
Everywhere.
fabulous.
The two of you are now covered in a goo that is oddly vaguely warm, It's almost warm. It's not quite warm. It's just warm to the
Lukewarm?
touch.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all right. All right. So we're talking about lube,
And it
right?
also has a texture almost like hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have this in my to-go bag right now.
Yes.
Anne uses prestidigitation to clean up the mess on herself and Steve. There is nothing to fear, Fee. I splattered.
Did you spoil fabulously?
This is why it's scary.
The two of you are cleaned up and smelling lemony fresh. There is still a just splatter starburst of the goo in the room on the floor. It goes up the walls because it was still relatively near the north wall when you approached it, and some of it is on the ceiling also.
All right. Where are your friends? They have to be somewhere around here, don't they? Just can we call out for them or something?
Is it
I
dripping
don't know
from the
where they
ceiling?
are in here. If they're in here. It's like,
Oh yeah, there's some drips along the ceiling over there. Yeah.
Lovely.
oh, retracing my steps, I think. I kind of ran away really quickly. Back.
God, who gets kidnapped in a sewer?
Steve and Anne, now that you guys are in the room, you can see along the west wall. There's also a I
Do
can't
not
read.
worry, Steve. You are not kidnapped here with us. We are kidnapped here with you.
We're not even kidnapped.
You can see part of the west wall is dug out and is blocked by iron bars.
How thick are these bars? Like, how big is the space in between the bars?
It's not like it's more like the iron bars went through the bricks for stability purposes, so they're fairly far apart, but not.
How
There's enough space to get in there,
Okay.
and there's enough space for a relatively small person to get in and just like be in a little space.
My question is, can I squeeze through there?
Yeah.
I am small. I am
Yes,
going
you
to
can.
do that.
How confident is Anne that she can just break her way through?
What?
While in there, though, or before going in there, rather, I am going to. Okay, I'm going to take out a candle from my bag because I have one. And use prestidigitation to light it, and hold the candle in around the bars first to create some light in there.
Yeah, it's not a very big crevice. It's basically just like a scoop out of the wall that's big enough for you to sit in and kind of dangle your legs out on the other side of the bars.
Cool, I'm going to do exactly that then.
Okay. And you think you could try to, bend the bars if you're strong enough? You're not entirely sure how.
17 to hit with thunder gauntlets.
Oh, you're just punching them.
While Moon is in there? On the other side of the bars?
Not while the master's in there, of course.
I can imagine, Moon just walked in immediately and just tried to punch down the wall to get to her.
I am in there. I am sitting.
Well, not while Anne. So Anne's not going to do that while in transit between the rooms, but once it seems like the master would not be harmed by blasting through the wall, she's attempting it.
I just want to see if there's anything worth picking up in there. Basically, I'm gonna look for things. I guess perception.
Loot check. Go ahead.
see shit.
Bars.
Yeah, you start looking around and you notice the bars and you feel like they're closing in on you, and you know that you're suddenly in jail. This was a trap meant to trap you, and you're in jail now.
It's a trap.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
And as soon as you leave,
As soon as I leave and break up. Stupid bars.
Are you attacking the bars or the wall behind the bars?
It's like,
why not
So there's
both?
basically just okay.
Everything.
Go ahead and give me attack.
So that was a 17 to hit.
Poor Steve, just
Okay.
being held in the offhand and just breaking down a wall.
Hit by some flying debris. Roll me damage.
Much
Okay,
better
I'm
on
gonna
damage this time. That is 10 thunder damage.
I'm going to
Okay.
stand behind Anne
Yeah.
too, so as not to get hit with any of the debris.
I'm assuming like Steve is like ducking or making himself as tiny as possible.
And you pull back your fist, give a good thunder punch, and there is a loud crunching sound as you punch through one of the bars. It breaks, and you also punch into the wall. And as you, some of the bits of wall go flying. You pull back your hand and you can see a small bit of light. There, you did make broke through enough that you can see the other side of the wall.
The light at the other side of the tunnel.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, for my map purposes, what was this alcove on?
West, north of a door
North of the door.
on
Okay.
the west wall. Also, yeah.
Can I now check Anne for any dents?
Sure. Just looking Anne over for Fist and Thunder Gauntlet for
Yeah,
damage
because
there?
if there's
Did the merchandise
doesn't
damage
mean-
itself?
yeah, I have to make sure. Because I think I can use. Yeah, I can use mending if it's small enough.
BSAT watches Shadow looking over
to fix.
Anne, studying.
Yeah, from punching the bar in the wall, there are a few scratches here. Not a whole lot of damage. That you think you could probably fix with a mending cantrip.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that thing then.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, and your hand glows. Pick a color.
Playful.
That's the color I was thinking too.
I was thinking purple as well, so.
Oh, it's the purple of mending.
was-
Apparently, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Your hand glows purple as your master waves her hands over it, casting her magic spell. And the light abrasions that you had gotten from defeating the wall have been repaired.
That wall.
It's a really good thing I took this one. One of the specific things it actually sells is that it can it says that it can physically repair magic items or construct. Which is what Anne is.
Anne attempts to walk into next room.
Almost like the size of your fist.
Yeah.
Anne will Terminator walk through this wall.
Give
Anne,
me
please, I just
a
repaired you.
strength check. The wall is compromised. If you do well enough, you could. Yeah.
Anne does not go through wall.
Tries to walk forward into the wall and gets stopped by the other bars supporting the rest of the wall.
No, what'd you roll?
7 minus 1.
6 in total.
You win this time, Wall.
Anne is contemplating using greater force on Wall.
Oh no.
Can I check
Try-
the western door to see if that's just where it leads? Or arch or whatever?
Absolutely. Yeah,
He
you
will
go
probably go with Raz to get away from this craziness.
the two of you go through the western door as Anne starts pounding the hole in the wall more to open it up more.
I was
And-
thinking more one thunder wave. I'm only
Oh.
thinking about it right now, but I could thunder wave and
He's
completely
computing how much
just-
damage she would need for the door. Wall.
Well, the two of you do go through the western walkway, and it's a hallway again. And you look off to the right, and you can see a brighter light shining through from the more well-lit room, where there is a small hole in the wall that you can gather was recently made by a particular maid.
On the other side of the wall.
Anne will
Come
now
on in, let's go
walk
through the door.
the other way round, and she's still very tempted to attack only from this side of the wall now.
Oh dear.
And
It's not the doors that are the problem in this campaign, it's the
The
wall.
walls and buildings and signs
I mean,
It's any
and
physical
probably
object.
trees and a rock. Was it a boulder? I don't remember.
Anne will
yeah, it
dis-
was a boulder.
Anne will
Just a
defeat
rock.
everything in this campaign.
But doors are okay.
Anne has already defeated a
Doors-
door. Doors, as a concept,
Yeah.
they've been defeated.
So far, just inanimate objects, but we're getting there. We'll work our way to enemies.
I should beat a slime, right? Just a second ago.
And we
Uh,
defeated some doggies a couple sessions ago, so
We're slowly getting there.
We're getting there.
All right. The hallway to the west. It does go north and south. Which way do you want to go?
North.
Anne immediately starts going north.
Eh.
okay.
Any of this
Uh-huh.
familiar to Raz at all, or is it still just no idea?
Nope. Still just no idea.
Figured, thought I'd ask.
I mean, it's vaguely familiar. You know you've been here before, but you can't connect it to any other place that you know.
Yeah,
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I
this
mean?
probably all looks the same.
Yeah. All right, you go north. The hallway winding again. Moves back on itself again. It goes a little bit west, heads back east, goes north again. Before turning east, going south. And you have another turn. Do you go west or east?
Seeing eye, Steve. Which direction shall we go? Steve?
Fire.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry. What's happening?
East or west?
East or west?
East. It's only because I said north that one time.
You're now deciding where we're going.
You
East
turn
is our compass.
North just seems like the way out.
You turn east. The hallway then turns north and dead ends.
Go back.
At the dead end, you do notice a small statue of a fat man playing a little guitar.
Anne starts shaking Steve. Look, the statue, just like I said it would. The statue.
Can
You're a lot
I
stronger than you
investigate
think you
the
are.
statue?
Don't shake the baby.
Anne's just very excited.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
losing
consciousness.
Yeah, but go ahead and roll me investigation while
Oh.
you get closer to peer at it, and yeah, it's a little fat man playing a guitar. It's a cute little statue. It's fairly well made, not fantastic, but it's pretty cute.
Fee gives the statue a hug.
Anne rushes over to the statue excitedly and starts investigating.
While Fee is hugging it.
Yeah, roll me investigation also.
That is a 17.
As you approach, Fee is hugging the statue.
Because it's cute.
Has her emotional moment with the adorable statue. And as she releases it, she had jostled it a little.
Oh.
And as it was settling back down, you got a glimpse of metal plating on the bottom of the statue.
Ah, brother, what are you doing?
There.
The statue does not respond.
Anne investigates the statue, looking for mechanisms, how it works.
Lifting it up, moving it around to do so?
Yep.
You lift it up to investigate it further, which you don't need to roll again to do.
Looking for points of articulation.
The metal plate that you saw on the bottom, which this is a stone statue, by the way. Or not stone, wood. The other stone, it's wood.
Plant stone.
Yeah. You lift it up, look around it. You don't find any levers or buttons or anything, but the metal plate on the bottom does have a keyhole.
Please, stick it in the hole.
Ah!
Does anyone have a key?
Oh, I do.
A certain platinum key was found, I believe.
I do. Yee. I found a platinum key.
Go, girl.
Yeah, go ahead. You insert the key.
I really hope
You're
this
gonna
gets us
insert
out of
the
here.
key into the keyhole.
Otherwise, I could manufacture a key and open it myself.
I have a key, Anne.
You go to insert the key, and it looks like it's going to fit. The color of the metal of the key matches the plate, the statue. You go to put it in, and you can only get it in halfway. The key does not fully fit the lock, unfortunately.
Heck. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to put the key away, correct my toe beans, and get out my lock-picking tools.
Anne pulls out her all-purpose tool and attempts to pick the lock.
That's what I was just about to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
If the two of you...
Fee just steps out of the way.
As the two of you go to pick this lock, are you going to work together, or are one of you going to
You
pull it
can't
away
work
together?
together on picking on a lock. It's one person at a time.
Oh, no, but
So-
Shall we do rock,
I'll
paper,
act.
scissors to see who goes first?
No, we're never getting out of here.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Pretty much.
I have typed in to chat in Roll20 my response.
Yeah,
higher
go
roll
ahead.
works.
Yeah, each of you roll a d20.
I'll use this one, which is nearly always rolling nat ones. It's the dice from the session of twos.
Uh-oh.
No.
I got a 4.
Oh, you both got the same thing!
Double fours. Reroll.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Same dice because this one's a meme, so 10.
Okay.
17 beats a 10. And you're fishing around for your all-purpose tool while Moon immediately pulls out her lockpicks and starts clicking away. Go ahead and roll me a check with your tools.
I don't know how to do that.
You're proficient, yes?
Yes.
It's D20 plus proficiency. Go ahead and make it a sleight of hand then. Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, Dex. I know what I'm doing. Totally. Yeah.
+2 is my proficiency. Yes.
Okay, so for a total of 16. That'll crack it. Yeah. You pull out your tools, start tinkering at it for a minute. You hear some clicks, and the lock clicks. You hear some ticks. The lock clicks. There are too many S's. Focus.
It opens.
Yeah, it opens. The statue is now has a steam that you previously could not see before that splits right down the center of the statue.
And a moth person comes out.
Oh, no. Not again. Mr. Statue Man, no!
Inside the statue is one moment.
Cue in Zelda item chest opening music. Oh, wow.
Except Dan. And just
God.
tanks the fireball.
Gotta create another character.
I mean, we all should be doing that anyway, based on our stats.
You find a few things inside. You find a very small vial with a potion inside. There is also a decently large diamond that I'm just going to go ahead and tell you is worth 100 gold.
Ooh. Nice.
Ooh.
And?
You also find 3 platinum pieces.
3 platinum pieces.
No.
I'm a pocket those platinum pieces.
I feel like I need to be more generous in justice and chains.
I would also like to identify the potion, if that is at all possible.
Yeah. With a spell, just trying to test it, give it a taste, give it a... Okay.
No, I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull up my doohickey real quick to get you the exact... make sure I have the right name, because I don't always write down the right name. Okay, yeah. You cast Identify. Go ahead and mark that off. It is a potion of growth. When you drink this potion,
growth?
Yep. When you drink it, you gain the enlarged effect of the enlarge reduce spell. for 1d4 hours. No concentration required. Giant cactus.
Where is Steve's cactus?
In my hands. In my holding, I always hold cactus.
And just a reminder, when I did a one-shot and if I was being Steve, he used up all of his spell slots right at the very beginning just to talk to the cactus and make it big.
And
That's
you
all
think
he
it's going to
did.
be any different? Yeah.
It's
And
a
then-
very fire thing to do.
And then had to
I'm
drag
helping.
the giant cactus for the rest of the session.
I'm helping.
I love it.
So beware around that cactus.
Well, we don't know what it does yet.
The cactus has.
Steve will probably
also very-
throw tinsel on the cactus.
On a side note, I'm actually really happy that prestidigitation isn't actual water because cacti are succulents and that would kill it. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't kill Steve's friend.
Alright. Let's murder the cactus. Throw it in a lake.
Oh, no.
Wrong
Before-
campaign, Snyder. You're supposed to be
before
waiting
it
to kill me the
turns
other
into-
campaign.
Before it turns into a giant cactus.
Have the party fight one water elemental.
Can you imagine if
All right.
Cactus ended up being the main antagonist? That'd be great.
So you take the treasure from the statue. You've identified the potion. Is there anything else you want to do in this alcove with the statue?
Does the statue, like,
What else?
any known iconography for anything?
Off the top of your head, or do you want to make a check for it?
Probably a check, either history or what I want to do.
Yeah. Whichever. Give me a religion check.
Well, it's probably not going to do it with a 5.
Nope. Nothing that you know of. This is just a little happy fat dude with a little guitar. It's just adorable.
He's just patting the statue on the head.
Yeah.
Also, so I've got the scale right. This is just, like, slightly bigger than hand-sized, or is it...
About the size of a head.
Okay. I want to make sure
So-
I've got the mental scale correct.
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to be like, can we take the statue?
I mean, who's going to stop you? But that's not Raz saying anything.
It is currently in two pieces, split right down the center, like from his face, middle of his forehead down.
Is there any way to put the statue back together?
Do you take it and try and put it back together?
Sure, why not? Wait, unless there's like anything Shadow wants to do with the statue.
No. I have everything I want out of it.
Okay. Yes, I'll try to put the statue back together.
Okay, you take the two pieces, you try and fit them back together to see if you can piece it back together, and it's actually very easy. You put it back together, you give it a little push to try and close the seam, and flick! The lock re-engages.
I want to take this statue now. I want to name it Carl.
Add Carl to your inventory.
Yep, statue of Carl.
Quote-unquote Carl.
Yeah.
In case you find who Carl actually is later somehow.
Taking Carl.
Carl obtained. Da-na-na-na.
Alright, you have a statue, you have some more loot, and you add a dead end.
Shall we go back to the fork and go the other direction?
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
you are our compass. Point us in the next direction.
Oh, that worked out last time. Is there? I want to go forward.
Alrighty, you go forward. You're now heading west from the intersection. And the hall continues on for a little bit. As you guys just past the intersection, you notice that there is a broken object on the floor. It's a spiked ball on the end of a chain. As you continue down the hallway, it turns south, and there's a doorway.
Doorway. Go through the doorway and run.
And run.
You run through the doorway into a room, entering from the north, and you're in a room, 25 by 35, and you notice on the west wall there's a hole with some bars. You've made it back to the room that you just left a little bit ago. That you went through, you came in through the south, left through the west, you've circled around and came back from the north.
He just starts crying.
So we just went in circle.
It was meant to be.
So there's still the
wall.
east doors over there, right?
Yep, there are 2 east
We're gonna die
doors.
here, Cactus. We're gonna die here. We're gonna die in this.
Okay, we go for the
filthy,
northern east
filthy
door.
hole.
I was gonna start heading that direction.
We will follow
And
with
follows
Carl in her
Christ.
arms.
That's where we're gonna stop for today, because it is 8 o'clock now.
Yay!
Exactly, it just turned 8 o'clock.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Good session, we got nowhere. But we got rich. We made bank.
I will confess, I may have upped the treasure a little bit because I forgot to give you all starting money.
You think?
It's a little bit.
It's fine.
Oh my.
Now will the other characters share the money?
Oh, and just keeping all of the things that she found to herself. If you ask nicely, she's probably going to buy you stuff, but
you did all
Shadow-
see her picking up all that first list of stuff in the first room. You did watch her just go and picking up all these coins.
Shadow will keep everything on their person, but they're in a party, and they're not stupid. Like, if we're going to go somewhere and potentially fight, putting our lives on the line, yeah, they're definitely going to be like, oh, you need this particular piece of rather expensive gear so we don't die? Yeah, okay, I'll buy it for you.
Anne is
Like-
smart, but she is not wise.
It's like we'll play it like it's like case by case, pretty much.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The conversion from gold to platinum is still 10, right? 10
Correct.
gold to platinum? Okay.
Yep.
Amazing.
Alright. I'm gonna end stream. Goodbye, Internet!
Bye!
Goodbye, Internet.